woman. He had to tell her about the commandment. He had to train her in the commandment. He had to teach her the commandment. So when the devil came, she knew the commandment. We can eat of every tree that's in the garden, except for the tree that's in the middle. She knew the commandment. But she kept listening to that devil. You can't listen to him, because he'll get you. He's a master deceiver. And don't think you could take him on yourself. I don't care if you could bench press 750 pounds. You can't take him on. That's physical. Godliness works unto all things. Godliness works unto all things. We need to become more godly. Any more questions or comments on this? God is so good. Ooh, I can't tell you how good God is. Number 4. Look at verse 5. Defraud ye not one another, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your inconsistency. Defraud not. I just like the way he keeps starting these things. He just lays it out. It's so plain. He's just putting it right there and making the hammer hit the nail and make the nail just seal up the coffin of the enemy. But the problem is, we're just not hitting, we're missing. We keep big old nail, we keep missing. We swing it and we miss it. Big old nail, got a big old head on it. It's not like it's a little bitty head, no, it's got a big old head. We got a huge hammer, but we keep missing. We won't nail it shut because we're not applying what we learned. We just let it go. Remember Matthew 13. Satan doesn't care about your car, doesn't care about your house, doesn't care about your 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-figure job. He doesn't care least about anything that you have, your prestige, your position in the community. He does not care. One thing he wants, and that's the word. He gets the word, he got you. So if you don't let that word in and apply that word to your life, where it's not just on the good ground, but it starts to bring forth, that's growth. 30, 60, 100-fold. If you don't do that, he got you. Because that's all he cares about. He'll let you have 100. You can make $100 million a year. He can care less. As long as you stay out of word. As long as you don't apply that word. As long as you just read it, not study it. Oh, you can have 3 mansions. You don't care. As long as he keeps you out of that word. That's why we've got to get this word. Defraud not. What does it mean to defraud? What does defraud mean? If I defraud someone, what am I doing?
Defraud.
Huh?
Defraud.
What were you saying? Oh, okay. In a sense. Huh? Deny. Huh? That's what I want. Because you can take away from, deprive a person of something. But when you say something that's not true, defrauding, putting something out that could be a disadvantage to another person, that can deprive them of something, take away from something that they should have, stop them with a privilege that they're supposed to have. Don't defraud. That means you're doing this by a pretense. He said, don't do that. Defraud ye not one another, except it be with consent for a time. So one thing I can do it with, if I have consent. What is consent? Huh? An agreement. Mutual agreement. Mutual. Consent is this person doesn't give up and just say, well, you just have your way. That's not consent. Consent is a mutual agreement. I consent. I sign off of. I give my portion to whatever we're agreeing to. I give my 100%. You give your 100% to it, I give my 100%. That's by consent. I have knowledge of what's going on. I understand what's being done. I give my consent. 100%. He said, only way you can do this is by consent. What a defrauding is not a defrauding that's just looking at the fact that you're taking something away from someone. Because you are. You're taking away everything that they got in verse 2, 3, and 4. You just took it away. It's your body, but now you're stopping. It's their body, but now you're giving it to another use. So they can't have it. Right now it's temporarily on hold. But you can't do it fraudulently. That's why he said don't defraud. It has to be done with consent. That I give myself to fasting and prayer. And you know some people fast and pray seem like every night. You know, husband reach over, touch the wife. I'm fasting. Really? Really? Isn't this about the 8th time this week that you've been fasting? See, that's by defraud. You're taking away something that belongs to the individual, but the only way you can take it away is by consent. I'm going to throw a monkey in this ring. Suppose, just suppose, I want to fast 3 days. I want to give myself to God. I want to submit myself unto the Lord. I just want to surrender myself to the presence of God. I need direction. I need unction. I need whatever. I just want to give myself unto the Lord. And my wife says, no. Do I do it anyway? Why? It's between me and God.
That's not your body.
But it's God. I want to give myself unto the Lord. Come on, man. I just got to give myself to God. I got to pour myself out until... Really? I can't do it? Why? No consent. Because remember now, by covenant, this is her body. But I want to present it to God. The Holy... No.
But
It's
it's
like a
not
covenant.
being honored go back to God because you didn't do it the way it's supposed to be done.
So I'm running into a problem, y'all. Because I had a friend that did that. His wife didn't want him to fast. She wanted to be with him. He said, no, I want to fast. So he went on a week-long